Hey guys, Stuart from Stuart Scale Models, and this is my monthly, well, I say my channel update for May-June 2017. And sorry to say, I'm beginning this channel update on rather a sad note because, as you well know, there's been recent events that have been of a tragic consequence. One bombing in Manchester about a week ago, whereby 22 people lost their lives after a concert, and events last night being Saturday night, whereby there was a further attack by ISIS terrorists in London, whereby 7 people lost their lives and 48 people ended up being injured. All I will say is that my hearts and prayers go out to the people who have possibly been tied up in the events of what happened last night, and those who may have been injured. I hope that your recovery is very swift, and that you manage to get your lives back to normal. And also for friends and relatives of those who were lost last night, my heart goes out to you, and my thoughts and prayers are with you. There you go. I personally believe that ISIS are not working in the name of the Muslim religion, because I do have friends who are Muslims, and believe me and you, they are the nicest, kindest, most generous people you should ever wish to know. And if anybody ever thinks the opposite and that they are to blame, then I'm sorry, you are very badly mistaken, because it's just what this ISIS sick-headed bastards want you to think, because it helps them swell their ranks. So I am sick and tired of hearing the discrimination that is going on, because the people that discriminate are just helping their cause and swelling the ISIS ranks. So you must stop this. That's all I have to say on the subject. That I know I may be outspoken in saying it, but all the time you people out there are thinking that all you're doing is helping ISIS cause. That's what they want you to think. So there you go. Anyway, on a slightly happier note, I have got some good news in regard to a build I'm recently working on. You can see the little chappy over here, if I bring him forward, is the Kylo Ren figure, Bandai's. Well, following my last video when I said I had to suspend this until further notice, I don't have to, because a very generous gentleman by the name of Sean Brown, he basically donated me the spare part, which you see here, that snapped, out of a stash of spare parts that he's had of Bandai kits he's built. And Sean, there it is, mate. I've got that, and I was along with the other one, which I got through the post the other day. Thank you very much, my friend. I really appreciate that, because now I can actually get this build completed, and I hope to get him finished in the next week, and then do the final reveal vid. So that is excellent news, and I appreciate your help. I mean, this is one of the things I love about this community, is that we all rally around and help each other when it's needed. So thank you very much, Sean. I really appreciate that, my friend. And I have to say, the quality of his work, he's only just getting into the hobby or got back into it. And Sean, brilliant work, mate. Keep it up. In regard to my other build, which is my entry into Leopard Pricks of Plastic's Leopard group build, which finished, I think, about a month ago or two. The turret is assembled, the replacement turret. I've actually primed and painted the interior. Initially I did the Tamiya black, and then I went over it with white Steinerese, because I went to do it with the Tamiya white and I ran out. So I thought, I've got my Steinerese, so I used that, and it's come out brilliantly. Admittedly, it's caught the top here, which I've got to actually sand down because it keeps catching the top of the interior, and then I'll repaint that again. But overall, it's coming on, and I hope to get that build finished in the next month or so. My other build, which is the one into the Warren Blanche tribute buddy build, my V1. That, hang on, if I move the camera down, as you can see, is prime now. I haven't actually started on the launch pad because I've had to wait to get some wood glue, which is made by a company called Sarissa Precision. It's still in pieces on the side here, as you can see. I'm hoping to get cracking on that soon. I know I've got a year, but my mojo is fully 100% on this, and because I've had the weekend off, I've also managed to do a bit more work on another build, which was another in-between build I started on, I think about 3-4 months ago, which was the Revell Rogue One. Hang on, move the camera up again, sorry. There we go, that's it, got it steady. Whoops, sorry. Let's move the camera back a bit. Whoops, keeps moving. There we go. Come on, behave. That's it. There we go, guys. I've got the base coats down on this now. Did this yesterday because it's been sitting in primer for the last 3 months. I thought, oh, this does need doing, and I had the opportunity, so I took it yesterday. It's also been clear coated, so it's ready for weathering. And then obviously I've got to start working on the base. So yeah, it's all good. It's all coming good. It really is with my builds, and I'm not kidding you. I really, really have got my mojo back on form. Although I haven't had any quality time to do it, unfortunately. With the way things possibly may develop when we all go over to their new store, I may have less and less time because I'm going to be working split shifts, but we'll see. But yeah, that's the way my builds are progressing so far. And as I say, I should have that Kylo Ren completed and do the final reveal for that soon. Talking of Star Wars, I have accrued a bit more stash over the last couple of months, and unfortunately I've had to sell some of it off as well, due to financial constraints, but don't worry, I'm not in trouble or anything like that. I just needed to get some money behind me. So anyway, moving on from that, I've built a few Stormtroopers from Bandai, and I've actually managed to get another couple in. The first one is this, which is the Sand Trooper. I'm possibly going to prime and paint these up and do a bit of weathering on them, as is seen on the box art here. And if you remember, they were actually in the New Hope when they went over to the city of Tatooine to seek out Han Solo. There you go. And also from one of the prequel films, I've also got the Clone Trooper. I'm thinking of doing that one actually, as opposed to the latter one from the third of the trilogy, which was Revenge of the Sith. But I will weather it up all the same. And the other one I recently got through is of 2 droids, which is R2-D2 and R5-D4. These are virtually from the first film of the prequel, and again, I'm possibly going to paint them up myself, but when I get around to them, I don't know. We'll see. And finally, out the Star Wars range, I got this one, which is the First Order TIE Fighter from The Force Awakens. I've already got 2 other TIE Fighters, but I just wanted to get this one in because I love the colour scheme, and again I'll possibly be painting that one up, mount it on its stand, or possibly even get a lighting kit for it. I don't know, I'll have to see. But I am thinking of getting the X-Wing, the modern X-Wing as well, but we'll see. And in regard to space, I've got another connection to it, but these are one of 4 Revell kits I'm going to get in. And in 2 years' time, we're going to be celebrating the 50th anniversary of the moon landing. and I saw this one on eBay for such a good deal I couldn't resist it. I actually got this, and this is normally about £37. The Revell Saturn V, if I can get it all into picture, moon landing rocket in 1/144th. Now I did build this one as the Airfix kit many years ago, and even then it stood quite tall. Apparently you get one in 1/196 and 1/72, which Dragon do, and oh blimey, that would be big. But this is going to be big, and it does come with a launch pad, as well as the lunar module inside. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to that, and because it's got a particular connection with the V1 and V2 rocket, because Werner von Braun, who designed those, actually was involved in designing the Saturn V. So there you go. Second Revell kit is one I got off eBay again, and I snapped this one up for £6.99. And I know another modeller who normally does cars on YouTube is actually building one as an American aircraft. Is this, which is the P-51C Mustang Mark III. Does look a lovely little kit. I think it's been out for quite a while. Not much interior detail, but I'm sure I can source some aftermarket. And the reason I particularly bought it is because it's an RAF version, and in the D-Day markings. There you go. One of two bombers I actually got in. This was a well-known one during the early years of the Bomber Command campaign. Is this one, which is the Vickers Wellington Mark II. Reason being is particularly because it's got the Merlin engines. I did try to source the MPM kit, I think about 3 years ago at Telford, but I didn't have enough money then. Again, I saw this one at a very good deal on eBay and snapped it up. And that looked lovely alongside the Whitley I got. And second one I got is this one, which only arrived yesterday, which is the Handley... Oh, hang on, if I can get it in the shot, sorry. Move the camera around again. The Handley Page Halifax B Mark I II GR2. You can do it in two bomber command variants, or a coastal command version. It does look quite a good kit, although they've got the propellers and apparently the actual exhaust, well, radiator grills wrong, and there is a company that actually does do the correction set in resin. I can't remember the name, but if only you can put them in the comments, I'll be very grateful, because I would love to source this. And apparently Edouard do an interior detail set on this as well. Should be an interesting build. And another one which I know Ivan Jensen Taylor actually did, who's Northern Scale modeller, if you want to check his channel out, did an in-box review on recently. It's a lovely little aircraft, and a particular favourite of mine of the First World War. And Edouard just recently released this. It's the Edouard 148th Worsley Viper engined SE5A. They've also brought out Royal class of a 2-in-1 with the Hispano Suiza engine, as well as this, which is limited edition. I am very tempted to get that as well, but it's a bit out of my pocket range at the moment. Altogether, I've had a look at it. It does look an excellent kit, and apparently it's been written that this is one of the finest 148th First World War kits that's been released so far, and I have to say I totally agree, and I shall be looking forward to building this little puppy, I tell you. Another aircraft which is iconic from the Second World War, and it's one that Warren Blanche built last year. It's very much an aircraft which has only just recently, well, two of them have just recently been put back in the air in Canada. It's the Wooden Wonder Airfix's 148th de Havilland Mosquito PR Mark 16. It's unusual in the fact that it's a PR version, and I just love this colour scheme, and it just looks such a sleek looking aircraft. It really does, and it did perform well during the course of the Second World War. Fast, and very few, if any, were shot down. And it's such a beautiful, iconic looking aircraft, and the sound of those two Merlins just gorgeous. However, you've got the alternative of doing it in a silver scheme from an aircraft out in the Burma campaign, and I'm half tempted to do that one. Anyway, getting back to armour. As you well know, I recently won a prize on Jurgen's channel JD Hobbies, who just recently got 1,000 subscribers. So well done on that one, Jurgen. I know I've got a bit of catching up to do, but well done, buddy. I do love your builds. I love your videos. Very precise and easy to follow. And even that Tomcat was awesome. Anyway, what I won, he was doing a giveaway of a Zvezda kit, and this was the very kit I won, and I've done an inbox review of it. It is the Zvezda 172nd Russian Intercontinental Ballistic Missile Launcher Topol SS-25 Sigel. As I say, I've done an inbox review of it. It's the surface detail on it is extremely good. Zvezda has got a bit of a reputation for being not the best of kits. However, this looks one of their better ones. And Jurgen, again, thank you very much, my friend. Very generous offer, and thank you. And long may your channel continue. Yeah, where I'm going to put it when I built it, I don't know. Even 1/72nd, this is huge. It really is huge. But it does make an interesting subject all the same. And another recent release, which I actually managed to get from Nicky off Veteranas Kits at a very good rate. I think I got this for about, what, 25, 27 pounds? I can't remember. And it's one that Craig Kerr's just recently been doing a build series on. And if you haven't checked his channel out, do so. I think he's just done one where he's built the Revell 172nd Millennium Falcon, and he did a fantastic job of that. And the one before that was this one, which is the Tacon FV432 Mark 1 Mark 2 British APC. Here with a full interior, and Craig has a particular connection in that he was in the army and he used to drive around in these, so he knows what he's talking about, really. He did say there's a few issues with it in regards to the interior, but he has suggested ways of getting around it. So check his channel out and check his series of builds on this particular kit. It's really, really interesting. And I have to say, Craig, he did a fantastic job on that kit in the end. I actually remember these running up and down the road, just a local road here, where I used to work for a company which is no longer there. And running through Aldershot in the 70s alongside the Chieftains. That's why I basically bought this kit, and when it was announced I thought, oh, that does look lovely. So I got it, and I have to agree, the detail on this kit is just absolutely amazing, and I'm glad I got it in my stash. One of two which I did have, which I've got back in my stash, this is from a different supplier because I had the original Academy kit, is this one. It's the Hobby Boss German Panzerkampfwagen PZBF-WG 38T Aus B. Looks like a lovely little kit. I'm very tempted to get the Academy 35T to go alongside it, because I had a look at the Revell kit and I thought, it was a bit crude and nasty. But the apparently the Academy kit comes with a full interior as well. But I'm sure this is going to build up to a super little build. And as I say, this is another vehicle I managed to get in, and recently saw the real thing at Bovington during Tiger Day. Excuse me. Is the Meng FT-17. Mike Curran built this, I think, last year or the year before. Comes with a little sort of diorama base as though it's coming at the edge of a trench. I think I'm not going to do that because I've also got in this as well from Meng, which is the FT-17 Light Tank Crew and Orderly. I might possibly put this in as an entry for my World War One group build next year. It's a lovely, unique looking little tank. Very tiny when you're up against it, I have to say. It's about the size of a Mini. And it was amazing they ever got around in these things. But again, it's a fascinating vehicle, fascinating subject. And I'm looking forward to building that. Now, the final kit, which I got in, and I've saved the best till last, because as you know, I'm a big Tiger fan, and yeah, it's another one. It's the Meng King Tiger, which came out, I think, last year, or earlier this year. Mike Cohen decently did a build on it. Tracks apparently are an absolute pig to put together. Are very tedious, but when they're done they look absolutely awesome. It comes with a metal barrel, and I have to say I've had a look at this kit, and the detail on the actual hull and the turret of the actual weld detail and weld marks on it is absolutely fantastic. I've never seen it like that before. They really put some attention to detail to this kit. Apparently the fit on there, especially with fitting the frontal armour on it, is superb. And as I say, it comes with a metal barrel. You've got 2 crew members with it, and some X-brass grills. Now, regretfully, when I opened this kit, the grills were missing. And the gentleman who sold me to this, Mr. Mark Hughes, who had some of his stash up for sale, I got this off him for £30. Although my brother's beat me to it, he actually got 2 from the Nicky at Veteranus kits for £20 each. Yeah. I could have kicked myself, but hey, all the same, Mark, thank you very much. I appreciate that you got this to me. And Mark has also said that he's going to send me some replacement grills from a Dragon kit he actually got. So again, Mark, appreciate that, mate, really, really do. I don't know when I'm going to get around to building this, but I am very much looking forward to it. And that now it brings my tally of King Tigers in my Tiger stash to 6, believe it or not. There you go. And on a different subject, I managed to get a few films in this month. This is one of particular interest to mine, because I remember seeing the old Trons in the Speedjack scheme flying as a kid. Is this, which is the definitive newsreel history of British European Airways, 1946 to 1974. It's 2.5 hours long, so that will keep me occupied. But I just love this colour scheme and the Speedjack scheme with the old Union Jack, because I remember seeing them fly at Heathrow in the 70s. Obviously not in this scheme, but with the Speedjack scheme. And such an iconic aircraft, and the sound of those 4 turboprops, oh, lovely. And as you well know, Airfix have just recently re-released a series of their airliners, particularly this one in this colour scheme. I would love to see them re-release the VC10 and the BOAC scheme. That's my request, Airfix, so please re-release that one. They've done all the others, such as the 707 and this, but I would love them to see re-release the Trident and the VC10. That would be lovely, as well as the 747, the BOAC scheme. But we will see. I was going to get the accompanying one for the BOAC, but they were asking £67, and I just couldn't justify that for a DVD, so I will wait until there's another one out. The other one I got is this one. This set at the end of the Ardennes offensive with an American unit. That looks particularly interesting, so we will see what that's like. And then another one which is Honour and Loyalty, which is from the Axis side of the campaign, from Normandy up until the Eastern Front War at the end of the war. Sometimes some of these films that aren't probably highly publicised are pretty damn good, so I'll let you know what that one's like. And obviously this is one that my brother has recommended to me. He said it's a fantastic film, and it is a true story about the true story of Desmond Doss, who was a conscientious objector, and he was in the medical services during the Pacific campaign. And the English actor was nominated for this. What's his name? Can't see his name on here. Sam Worthington. He was nominated for an Oscar at the Oscar ceremonies, and it's this one, which is Hacksaw Ridge. So I'm very much looking forward to watching that. So there you go. Oops, and let's pick old Kylo Ren up. He's fallen over again. Oops. So that's basically it, guys, for basically what's been happening on my channel. I hope I didn't send you all to sleep, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Just leave your comments in the comments below. And as I say, if anybody knows the resin aftermarket set for that Halifax, just leave your comment below or leave me a link and I'll check it out. So there you go. I think that's it. I can't think of anything else. Oh, hang on. I did get something else. I've got some Superlube for my airbrushes. Lovely, lovely stuff. That really keeps your airbrushes subtle, so I heartily recommend that you always put this on once you give your airbrush a good clean. I think I got this for about £6, something like that, off of eBay. So yeah, definitely get some of this. Anyway, as I say, I've waffled on for about nearly 27 minutes now. So anyway, you guys keep up those good builds out there, because I'm about 4 days behind trying to catch up with them at the moment. So avid entertainment, you keep me entertained and keep me inspired, so keep up the good work out there, guys. Absolutely awesome. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. So until next time, get kit crazy, happy modelling, and I'll speak to you soon.